Brodes Media.
It's the Super Bowl week. In case you didn't know, the Eagles playing the Super Bowl in just about 6 days. This time next week, we'll be shit-faced and celebrating with our lives changed again. It's going to be so good. The Eagles are winning the Super Bowl. I got hit with this question. Yo, Brodes, now that we're finally here, we're finally in the week of Super Bowl preparation. You nervous? Nervous about what, dude? Who the hell is nervous? I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting for revenge. I've been dreaming about Saquon taking the field in New Orleans, ready to run through anybody who goes into that box. He's going to stiff arm 3 fucks. He's going to spin around a fat-ass linebacker, and he's going to jump over any corner who tries to get into his way. That's how this goes. Come on, man. Nervous about what? No. That would imply there's fear. That would imply you're worried. I'm not worried. I'm about to head into the Super Bowl with the team that I feel is better than the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City has Pat Mahomes and Andy. And guess what? They're damn good. You know what else is damn good, though? The Philadelphia Eagles. And their hunger, I'm telling you, it's their drive. And whether you want to admit it or not, after you have so many Super Bowls in your back pocket, knowing that winning 3 in a row is something that separates you in NFL history, but we are humans. And there are real natural emotions in play. Saquon hungry, greater than going for 3 in a row. It kind of reminds me of this. For some reason, Holes is popping into my head. The movie. When you're stuck out in the desert and you haven't had water in so long, it doesn't really relate to the guy that's thirsty after playing pickup local ball at the YMCA. When you haven't had a taste of that water and it seems like you're going down and you're out in the desert. You got zero digging the holes. You're a different type of thirsty. You're not going to be denied if you have an opportunity to get some of that water. Hey, Saquon, he's been waiting for this his entire life. He left the Giants and made one of the biggest moves you can make in the offseason for this. And I've seen him run hungry in an NFC championship game and take it to the house in one play. I've seen him have a snowball crazy effort. I've seen him in the regular season turn out one of the greatest seasons ever individually. And that was his way of attacking, and that was his way of imposing his will. Now he's 4 quarters away from winning that trophy. Same applies to Nick. Same applies to Jalen. And I already went through an entire show, last week, about Nick's competitive nature and how much that really is a part of this team's DNA, and I stand by that. But now we're talking actually on the field. Saquon Barkley's hunger is just unmatched here. I don't think there's a way that you can find somebody else who has more drive than that. And when it comes to the impact of what that means to this team, that's equivalent to a locked-in Tom Brady. That's equivalent to a locked-in Pat Mahomes. That's equivalent to a locked-in Peyton Manning, a locked-in Aaron Rodgers, a locked-in Drew Brees. He was an MVP. Normally we give that to quarterbacks because that's just the nature of how this thing goes. That's no knock on Jalen, not at all. But I'm telling you, the MVP discussion had Saquon Barkley in it for a reason. He has that level of impact on an offense. And if he can be that locked in, I'm telling you. That is enough to have me as comfortable as I am right now. And the trophy is right there. 4 15-minute quarters away. Unless this puppy goes to overtime, which bless my heart and bless yours as well. Because that would be something. Although it would make the win feel even sweeter. I don't care if they win by 1. I don't care if they win by 13. I don't care. Just win, damn it. We walked through a hypothetical on WIP earlier. Well, I guess it was later in the week. And Jake Elliott with the game on the line from a 51-yard field goal spot. Just hit it, man. Just hit it, please. 50 plus. Super Bowl on the line. Oh, please. I can't even talk that into existence. Well, if they win it, then I don't care. I'm just saying. The feelings leading up to it. The Myles Garrett thing. I know it doesn't really matter when we discuss the Super Bowl, but I do find it interesting that the reaction to Myles Garrett putting out a statement saying he wants to contend for a Super Bowl and win a championship, there was a reaction that, the Eagles don't need to do that. The Eagles don't have financially the space to do that. I'm not giving up draft picks, and Howie Roseman shouldn't do that. What do you mean? Myles Garrett hasn't had a season with less than 14 sacks in it in over 4 years. Huh? He had 16, 14. His bad year is 14. You add that to Jalen Carter? Listen, Howie Roseman is one of the best general managers in the league. Okay? He'll find ways to get picks. He'll find ways to get back into the first round. He'll find ways to make it work financially. You don't have to worry about that at all. No, that's not logical to any other franchise in the NFL, and quite frankly, any other franchise in sports history. But that doesn't apply to us. That's what Howie Roseman is elite at doing. Dancing. He dances all the time. He dances getting first-round picks, second-round picks, this and that. That's what he does. And money is fake to him. You go get him. And I love this. Well, the commander... No. Said he wanted to win a championship. No. If he was asking out of Cleveland and doing it because he wants to win a title, no. Winning a title is, hey, I'm signing with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hey, I'm signing with the Philadelphia Eagles. You don't say, I'm leaving because I want to win a championship. I'm going to sign with Washington. No matter how good of a season they had once. If you're serious about a title, then you go to a place like Philadelphia. And if the door is open and he's serious about contending, and Howie Roseman calls up Cleveland and talks to the agents and this and that, you don't think Myles Garrett goes, whoa. Of course he does. He goes, now that's what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Come on. You go make it happen. So, I get it, not really important to winning the Super Bowl this year, but the debates are hysterical. Well, what are we going to do with Nolan's good start? Yo, I like Nolan's good start here for his second season. Doesn't stop me from getting a guy who gets 16 sacks accidentally. That's like the one thing missing from this defensive line. Now, I like this defense more than I like the 2022 defense because this defense is layered. You have a good pass rush. You have Zach Bond and even Burks. And Burks is forcing fumbles in playoff games. So now your secondary backup linebacker in for Nakobe Dean. I'm saying your second level, your backup. I'm just saying your second wave of linebackers on your roster. Even they're making an impact. Coop, Quinion, Darius Slay, Reed Blankenship. Your secondary is super sharp too. 2022 was here 70 sacks, and yeah, it's special, but what happens if there's a sod father? You know? What happens where someone fucks with the turf and you can't even get home ever after having a historic 70-plus game or 70-plus sack season? It wasn't just the field, I know, but shut up. It's almost, and the Chiefs can't stop the Eagles' run game, but in general, if you can force a team to be one-dimensional, that's sort of a very bland, vanilla style to attacking a game plan in football, right? Well, it could also be said with the team that just has a lethal pass rush and then can get exposed in the secondary or over the middle of the field. You can negate a pass rush if you get the football quickly out of your quarterback's hands and you put them in a position where the wide receiver, the tight end, the running back in the passing game can take advantage of mismatches all over the field and let them go to work with yards after the catch. You can negate that. Well, if a team stinks passing the ball, you stop their run, force them to pass, and you're good. Force the defense to have to make plays with their weakness. There's no weakness here. Reed Blankenship will knock you out. You got Cooper DeJean picking up Derrick Henry, right? Scooping Derrick Henry off the ground, meeting him as soon as he thinks he's going to start taking off. As soon as he plants his foot thinking, I'm going to make a move here. No, Coop goes, yo, I'll show you the move. I'm putting you on your ass.